Hey everyone, welcome to the Brocast. It's Saturday at 3 p.m. and this is our new broadcast time. My name is Commander Josh Hawkins, joined today by Commander Greatest.
Hello, Niam.
And that's it.
Yep.
Yes, that is it. We're a two-man crew today. Two brocast. It's a two bro show. Two bro show? Two bro show. Yes, faux show. Not faux show.
Sounds French.
It's a two show. Welcome to the Brocast, everyone. Today, as you have all requested for, well, goodness now, the longest time, we are diving back into a little bit of Elite Dangerous. And as the title suggests, right up here, we're going to be doing some Elite Dangerous engineering for dummies. That's this guy right over here, the engineer noob, who has never engineered a damn thing in his life. Quite interesting, since I've been playing the game since, what, 2014, when it first came out.
And engineering has been in the game for, like, I don't know, 2 years now?
It's been in the game for a while. Yeah, it's just one of those things I avoided, like the plague. And apparently there's an event going on right now.
Force you to do it.
Yes, we're gonna force me to do it. Force feed me some engineering, and we're gonna do it properly. So I guess you could consider this to be a little bit of a tutorial video. If anyone has never done engineering before, you will see from start until glorious random number generation gods finish.
Yep.
Well, hopefully glorious and not pitiful rolls.
It's not so random anymore.
Well,
really,
yeah.
like, the randomness is minimal now. The randomness is pretty much in getting the materials now. But that's
Right.
what we also will experience together.
We're going to experience a whole lot of things together, starting off with, well, we're out in the Pleiades, Pleiades, however you want to call it, as you can see here in front of us. This is where we are. I've actually just parked beside this anomalous signal because I have no freaking clue what an anomalous signal is, and we're going to go check that out here in just a second. But we hope that you will join us on this adventure as we delve into the mysterious depths of Elite Dangerous engineering and try to get something useful on this piece of crap tin bucket that I'm flying. Any engineering...
Don't call the DBX a crap piece of tin bucket.
Okay,
it is not.
It's not an entirely piece of crap.
Keep in mind you have the #1 DBX advocate here with you on the show.
Yes, yes, the man who flies the DBX regularly. Well, I do like my Asp Explorer on my main account, but I just didn't have one on this account, so we'll be upgrading the DBX. And from what I understand, I mean, these upgrades now will be, like, persistent. Now I can then, like, switch into another ship and then just go and I have it unlocked so I can start to upgrade my FSD on another ship, right?
Well, unlocked, yes, but we'll get into the details of everything soon enough.
Yeah.
Let's check out this anomalous signal for now and see what that's all about.
We're gonna figure out what the hell this is first, and then we're gonna head over. The very first step is to pick up some meta alloys, which we're gonna need to unlock. Felicity Fartsier, is that it?
Futility Fartsier.
Futility Fartsier. Yeah, we're gonna try and unlock Futility Fartsier. Hey everyone, welcome! Look at all you Elite Dangerous players.
Hey, Turgeon there. There's your Turgeon in chat.
Yeah,
he's somewhat indisposed today, unfortunately.
He's watching the stream with the volume turned down because the poor man's head is just so.
You are bright, man. Wow.
Well,
dropping in.
I'm bright. Oh, you mean my ship is bright? Anomalous signal. Oh, look.
What is it?
It's some kind of wreckage site with a black box and what appears to be maybe a Corvette. Is that a Corvette or is that like one of those giant military ships? I can't tell because it's a little bit far.
I see the black box, but I don't see anything else right now.
Well, there's like a green haze, and then there's a busted ship and a bunch of debris there, or debris, as
I don't actually think that spawned in for me. I think I'm having a bug right now because I only see the black box and nothing else.
Yeah, there's a black box. Should I pick that up? It's legal salvage. Do I want a black box?
No. Black box, like, that's one of the search and rescue things, and they don't pay anything, pretty much. It's not even worth your cargo space.
Yeah, this thing has been all shut up by Thargoids. I think it's just a Corvette. It's too small to be one of those giant ships.
Alright, then let's move on to Planet 2A.
Yeah, let's move on to Planet 2A. Let's get 2A here. That's what, 1,500 light seconds out?
Yep.
Alright, let's go over to Planet 2A and...
Because, yeah, the first step of engineering is to actually unlock the engineer that you need. And the requirements for Felicity Farsi are that you are at least scout rank in exploration.
Which I am.
Which you are, fortunately. And you have to bring her 1 meta-alloy. And that's why we're here in the Pleiades to get that. Because you get those meta-alloys at either Barnacles or the Thargoid bases, and I think we're heading to a base right now.
We are. We're going to a Thargoidish base.
Good evening, Vortex.
Hello, Vortex the 13th. Yep, so we're heading over to a Thargoidish bunker. Thargoid base, Thargoid command center, whatever these Thargoid structures are.
Damn. I remember when those first came up, you know, way back when those popped up and we started looking into them, what they are, if they do something special, and we figured out that, you know, you get these coordinates from all the other Thargoid bases from them. And I had such high hopes for, you know, some actually farther story development from those, that, you know, they are actually some kind of installation to advance the Thargoids invasion in some way, or I don't know, relics of some sorts, but nothing really happened afterwards.
No, that's about the last big thing that happened in the game was the introduction of those bases.
Big thing that I engaged with, because I was part of the search crew, you know, I was recording those messages and figuring out the codes and then putting those forwards to the triangulation guys who figured out the coordinates of the actual systems.
And I can tell you exactly when that was. That was last July.
We covered that, yeah.
Because I was in Calgary at the time.
Yeah, right, I remember.
So I mean, literally, it has been a year since anything interesting has happened. Any major developments in the game has happened, and
in that regard, yeah.
That's why I haven't been playing Elite Dangerous. I mean, no offense, Frontier, love you guys, great people. I mean, I met all those folks down at PAX in Boston. I had an amazing time with them. I've always loved the game. The game has tons of potential, and we've watched a lot change. But
you know, I think this bonus weekend that we have right now, that's why we're engaging in engineering, by the way, because you get 25% more profit from trading, and or every engineering requirement is, you know, the requirement of 1 grade lower. That's why we're doing it right now, and I think this special bonus weekend is the best, you know, witness to they probably acknowledging that they don't really have much to offer, and they try to get players back into the game with those kind of events or actions.
You know, I was looking at the timeline of their 2018 Beyond releases, and we're already into Q2. You know, Q2 was supposed to be one of the minor content or story updates or whatever it is, and I mean, I haven't been playing, so I'm not entirely sure what has actually been added, but as far as I know, nothing. Can you turn on your beacon if you don't mind? Just so I can
certainly
drop down in on you.
Do you have an SRV with you by chance?
I do have an SRV with me by chance.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
We will need that.
Yeah, I mean, where's the story? You know, wasn't there supposed to be something dropping? I mean, Beyond released, what, last year, right? It was December, was it?
Yeah.
It was December, I think, right? So basically nothing has happened since then, nothing substantial. Q1 went by with not more than a whisper, and oh crap.
What did you do?
It just dropped me 7.5 megameters from the planet. Damn it!
Why so? Whatever, you actually, in your nav panel, you can actually see the unknown structure scan, so that's where the Thargoid site is. Please go drop in there.
Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of my...
Because you can't wing drop on a planet. It's weird, though, that you dropped, because I didn't drop yet. So
That
I don't
is
know
weird.
what kept you out there.
I have no idea. Not a clue. So let's see. Surface map is what I want to look at for that, right?
No, just your nav panel on the left, your contacts, whatever. Yeah, nav panel, navigation.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't actually show up on the thingamajigabobber.
On the surface map, I don't think so, no. It's only a nav contact. Almost there.
Well, it hasn't shown up yet. I have an unidentified signal source.
Oh, that's weird. Then go ahead and drop where I am on the planet right now, because I'm approaching it right now. I see it in front of me.
Yeah, it literally has not showed up on my navigation panel yet.
Weird. Has for me.
Weird or normal for Elite Dangerous?
Expected, let's say.
Yes. Perfectly expected.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can't find one of those meta-alloy spires, so you can land right next to it and grab it.
It still has not shown up on my nav panel.
Just drop it in my location, should be fine.
I'm working on it. Lucci Coffee says, Commander Josh Hawkins, please upload more exploring vids. That's why I subscribed. Oh, Lucci, if only there was more to explore. Q4 is, what, only half a year away now? I mean, if that is, they're able to release the content that they said will be releasing in Q4, that's going to be the biggest update of Beyond, right, is Q4. I mean, it was a big hoopla about this this new model they're going to for expanding the story and the content of the game, and they gave us the new planet surfaces, which was great, and now we're going to basically have to wait another year in order to actually get any real substance. So,
and look at that. We're friends, we're in a private group, and you still didn't manage to drop into the same instance as me. Come on.
I did. I see you.
You see me?
Yeah, I see you.
You sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
Now, because you had me selected and it still showed, you know, the wing signal instead of my actual ship on the stream.
I am 100% positive.
Then go ahead and land right in front of me, because that's where the spire is.
Don't tell me where to land. I can land my own damn ship wherever the hell I want.
Then go ahead and do that and find one of those spires for yourself, you twat.
I will. I turned my shields off. I can't...
Whatever happened to Three Guys, One Ship that was supposed to be coming out last year? I know, Lee Mitchell, it's just another, you know,
we
victim, let's say,
talked about it, though, recently.
We have talked about it. It's another victim, you know, to Shibuya taking a parenting break and we losing a bit of interest in the game, but we have recently talked about it. We are looking into ways to still make that happen and don't let that awesome script the guys had go to waste. So
there was a lot of thought put into that.
PM.
And
yeah, certainly. I mean, the script is awesome, and the full first 10 episodes are scripted out. But of course, that's not all you have to do. You also have to do the recording, the editing, and you know, get people in on it because you need several different characters. So it's not an easy task. But we're talking to some other guys to maybe still make it happen.
Oh my God, my SRV controls
you
are
have
all
to
boogered out.
Go a bit away to deploy a turret, yeah.
I'm just going to take out that one over there. Alright, so first step in unlocking Felicity Fartsier is getting yourself some meta alloys, which I did not get on this one, so...
Then go shoot the one right in front of me, maybe. Or there's some more around the base. Just find one and shoot it. Some of them will drop meta alloys for you.
Gonna keep shooting at these organic structures until some meta alloys drop.
You have to take a look at them. I think only the ones with like the big capsule on them will drop meta alloys for you. Oh, there's one.
That's manganese that just dropped.
Oh, well then, let's see if I have. I have one with me. Of course, I have.
The guy tells me he's got no meta alloys, and sure enough, he's got meta alloys. Makes me fly all the way out here.
I don't have meta alloys. I have an SRV to come out and help you find one with actual, meta alloys on him.
You get on that, okay? I don't want to be doing all this work all by myself, and well, you just sit there and watch.
And judge.
Yeah, judging my rock ratting skills. Nickel, no meta alloys yet, but there are more.
I think I found one over here.
I think this one. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. I think I see a meta alloy floating around there.
Nope.
Mining fragment.
You go pick that up. I think that's it.
Is it?
I think it is. I'm not sure, but I think it was, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
SRV. Yeah, I got it. I got a meta alloy. Okay, so I just need the one, right?
Yep, you just need the one. So back to your ship. I hope you have some cargo holds in your ship.
Oh, I sure hope so.
Because if not, then you're going to have a hard time actually bringing it home.
Yeah, you're right. I might have a hard time bringing it home. Well, here's hoping that I have at least one cargo slot on this thing. I don't know, honestly.
Because I actually don't, so I can't take it for you. I'm sorry.
Well, let's find out. I'm going to have to transfer cargo. Meta alloys. Ah, capacity 0! Shit!
No!
Well,
then we have to do the fallback plan, which is go to Daniel's Progress, get you a cargo hold, and then buy them from there.
Well, no, I mean, I could just land on a planet, and then once I have a cargo hold... Wait a second.
Well, yeah, we have to go to a base to get a cargo hold, so you might as well buy the meta alloy right there.
But I have one already.
Classic goof. Yeah, but you can't take it with you right now.
Oh, I can't even board my ship?
Well, you can, but you'll lose the cargo.
Well, why doesn't it just stay on my SRV?
Cause Elite Dangerous logic, of course.
Okay, so, and you don't have a cargo hold on your ship?
Nope, I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, so let me get this straight. I can hold the cargo in my SRV, and I can hold the SRV in my ship.
In your ship.
But I can't hold the cargo in the SRV in my ship.
Nope. Because reasons.
Genius! Genius! Oh my god! I love it! That is such logical thinking! That makes perfect sense that we came out here for absolutely diddly squat nothing. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me plot a route to Daniel's Progress, and we'll go there and grab them from there.
Let me go ahead and jettison this meta alloy that we just flew all the way out here to get. Oh, my lord. Oh, lordy, lordy. And why has this not ever been addressed by anyone? Poop! There goes the meta alloys. Poop them out. I'm pretty sure I could probably squeeze them in here somewhere in this cargo bay, maybe on top of my SRV. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Alright, route is plotted.
This is my golf clap for Frontier development. Buying cargo holds for dummies, says Warhorse RCN. Yep. That's something else I could have done, I suppose, before I came here. Of course, you know, silly me for thinking that it would just stay in the SRV cargo hold. Alright, well, I mean, we're in the Pleiades. Maybe we can go... Where can we go? Do we have any stations around here?
I already told you, you can buy them at Daniel's Progress, and only there, so that's where we're going.
There. Daniel's Progress. No, but I mean, can I get a cargo hold nearby here, and then I could just come back here? Or is... I
think Daniel's Progress should have outfitting. If not that, you know, we have to land at Obsidian Orbital and get a cargo hold there.
What?
Maya.
Darnielle? Oh, Maya. That's where I'm going?
Yep. Okay. Both Obsidian Orbital and Daniel's Progress are in there.
Okay. Well, at least it's only 110 light years away, so... We can get there in 4 jumps. 4 jumps to Maya. And at least we got to show off a little bit of the thyroid structures. So normally, this is option number 1. Like I said, engineering for dummies, okay? If it was engineering for smart people...
might run into the exact same problems.
Exactly.
So there you go. It's the authentic experience here.
The authentic dummy experience. If it was engineering for smart people, I would have come with a cargo hold. Elite Dangerous, where the commander can carry ungodly amounts of mats, but the ship can't. Yes, that is true also. You can carry... Well, there is a limit now on how many mats you can carry since they had done that update.
Yeah, but the limit is like, I don't know, what, 100 times, 1,000 times more than it used to be?
Yeah.
Because now you have a limit per, per material, and it's way higher.
Clearly those are in your pockets, right?
Of course.
Because they are bound to your character, not your ship, which is weird.
Yep, because you have access to them in your SRV as well.
I imagine that if we could actually see ourselves walking around, if we got space legs, we'd have this giant, huge, inflated suit, with materials in every utility pocket. I think the hollow, or the characters that we see right now.
On the bright side, you didn't forget your ship. Yeah, there's a plus point.
That's true. I didn't forget
like
my
a pro.
ship. I did not forget my ship this time.
I would imagine, hyperspace jumping in your SRV could be quite tough.
It's been done. I'm pretty sure Ghost Giraffe has done it.
No.
Or something
not a frameshift drive jump.
No. That would be interesting to
That's probably something to get on as a rockran, figuring out how to do frameshift drive jumps in your SRV.
Yeah. Lee Mitchell says, tinkering. Doctor Who pockets, right?
Exactly.
Sam Turgeon is not in voice because his head is splitting open.
Yep.
He says it's a migraine.
He has one crack at the side and it's slowly gaping open.
Yeah, it's all probably. That creativity oozing out. That's what happens when you're exactly. A creative guy like Turgeon. It breaks your head once in a while. You should make more videos, Turgeon. It'll relieve some of the pressure.
I agree.
All right, jumping to Maya.
Would you look at that? We're doing Elite Dangerous again, and instantly we're up to 70 people again.
Wonder why? Thanks for supporting the other games that we play, you buggers.
They're not here because of us, they're just here because of Elite Dangerous.
Clearly, they have absolutely no interest in hanging out with us. They only care about Elite Dangerous. We know where your priorities
lie. The stream is probably actually muted. They're just watching.
It's like, and the funny thing is, they're playing the game at the same time. So that's the part that I don't understand. If you're playing the game at the same time, watch another game. It makes sense. All right, Darnielle's Progress.
I don't think you doing the whole advertisement thing the right way, Josh.
Right.
I think you have to go to advertisement school again. Marketing school.
Marketing school. Well, hey guys, those of you who did not watch last week's Brocast because we weren't playing Elite Dangerous, we played State of Decay 2, which was an early access for the actual release, which came out a few days later. I have continued playing that a few times since, and have even been joined. Was it Kilikev or Keith Kerwin? I think it was Kilikev that joined me on my last playthrough, and I moved home bases to the barricaded strip mall, which is a much larger base than the original base that they give you when you start off. Had to save up a heck of a lot of influence to get there. And now I'm going to do the loop of shame because I'm rusty on my approach here. But the game is a lot of fun. It's even more fun when you play with friends. And I'm sure that you're going to see it again on the Brocast with some of the audience joining in once again. And we do hope to see you there. It's a fun game and it's cool to watch. There's some interesting story and interesting dialogue. And the game.
I'm going to go straight down to Darnielle's Progress to see you couldn't buy Cargorex right there. I'm not sure it has outfitting though.
Oh, that's what I'm doing as well.
So, no, you aim for Obsidian Orbital for now, because I know that has outfitting, so just in case.
Okay, all right. Let me change directions then, and we'll go for Obsidian Orbital. Sam Hall says he just finished a marketing course. Shudder. I think that would be a fun job. I'm trying to remember what movie it was. It was ages and ages ago, back in the 80s. And what was it? It was like this guy who does advertising for major companies ends up in like an insane asylum or a crazy house. And I don't remember why. He had some type of mental breakdown, and he ends up using the people in the crazy house to just do like a fun program while he's there, and he gets them all to do projects and make their own marketing campaigns for different brands, and then somehow, oh crap, see, warning, trespassing. Okay. Let's just reverse engines and go back through the door here. So yeah, well, when he gets them to make all of these marketing campaigns, somehow they get mixed up with his real ones when he goes back to work, and he ends up presenting all of these crazy marketing campaigns from cuckoo people in the insane asylum to his bosses, and they love them. So they end up like all over the place. Some of them are really bad too. Let's see if anyone remembers what movie that is, or if they could figure it out.
So we do have outfitting here. So you could probably come down, but let's see if it actually has cargo racks, though.
Well, I'm gonna go land and get some cargo racks, and then, if necessary, come back there.
Optional internals. Empty compartment. We do have cargo rack, only class E, but also so class 1, the 2 cargo capacity, but that's enough. So if you want, you can come straight down here.
Well, I'm already landing in Obsidian Orbital, so we'll just land here and grab the cargo rack. Ah, come on, land, you little bugger. There we go. So they're saying in chat it's called Crazy People with Dudley Moore, and it was 1990. I thought it was 80s, but 80s and 99 are pretty much the exact same thing. So
tells you how old he is.
Yeah, well, when the 80s and the 90s blend together, yeah, I guess it's like...
Well, that movie is older than me.
Well, it's a good movie. Damn. Oh, wait a second. Are you kidding me? I think...
Is Obsidian under... What's it say?
Hold on a second. Where the hell was outfitting?
Well, it doesn't have outfitting. It's just a question why it doesn't. Is it like UA bombed, or...?
It says outfitting unavailable.
Well, then, I guess you have to come down here.
Do I have a fine? Is that the reason why? This is what we're going to find out.
No, because then it would say, you know, an anonymous access on the bottom there, and it doesn't. So I don't think it's the fine or a fine you have. It's something else.
Where would it say that?
I think down below where it says Galnet usually.
On the starport services?
No, just in your main screen of the station. It never had outfitting, says Lucci. Well...
Oh, well...
I guess I was wrong then.
I'm not the only dummy in this broadcast, then. It's like the blind leading the blind here. I was depending on you, Greytest. You have wasted my time, sir. Very inefficient.
No, I have wasted everyone's time.
Oh well, even better. I was trying to save you that, but just my time. But you're absolutely right. You wasted everyone's time. Golf clap for you. Okay, so I guess we want to head down to Darnielle's progress then. Let's go ahead and lock that destination and head on down over there. There's a planetary base that has outfitting in the system, says Mark Wheeler. Yes, I believe that is Darnielle's progress, which we're going to head down to right now, which is where Greytest is, and I could have gone in the first place, but he told me to turn around and go to Obsidian Orbital. Commander Giz says, I have a feeling we won't see any engineering today. Oh!
Hey, don't you jinx it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Ye have little faith.
Some amount of engineering today.
We are going to engineer something. If it's not this ship, we're going to figure something else out to engineer.
We're going to engineer, I don't know, a shield booster, or I don't know.
It's going to be something.
One of your maneuvering thrusters.
All right. Coming into Darnell's progress right now. It's okay. We got to see Josh try to get in without requesting docking. Yes, that's...
That pays for everything.
Yes, it's... It's the comic relief of this show. That's me.
I have played it the day it came out, and it was an utter mess. I've played it like, I don't know, a couple years later, and it still wasn't good, so I don't see myself playing. Oh, hold on, no, I'm sorry. X3 Reunion was the good one. The current one had a different name, and that was a total mess. And yes, I have played X3 Reunion, and I really liked that one. I'm sorry. I actually played that recently again, you know, just to mess around a bit. I just never was good enough in that game to actually get far enough where you have like your own production complexes, like those huge stations you can dock together. I never got to that point. I'm just not good enough. I always try to, you know, shoot some pirates and capture their ships, because that's, you know, one of the easiest way to make a big chunk of money early in the game. And I never got much beyond that, I'm afraid.
You could do a lot in the X games. It certainly had a lot of depth to it.
Yeah. At least I played properly through the story once again, and that was enjoyable, at least. I hear you coming down there, and I see you docking.
Little hard. It was a bit of a rough landing.
Little bit of a belly flop, yeah.
All right, so at least we can get the meta alloys here, so it's almost like we did it all in one shot. Let's go ahead and hit the outfitting here. Okay, so if all else fails, come to Darnell's Progress and get yourself a cargo rack and your meta alloys at the same time. Although it's not as scenic as going to one of the Thyroid bases, it is the second best option, I would say. So,
or the only option if you didn't equip a cargo rack.
Yeah, or that. Alright, so what will we get rid of? Let's get rid of the auto field maintenance unit. Oh, excuse me. Auto field maintenance unit. Let's grab a cargo rack.
Hey, did you hear the one about the commander that went out to Maya to get meta alloys and didn't have a cargo hold? Oh, you did hear that one?
No, never heard that one before. Tell us all about it, would you? Commodities market. Now I gotta spend money on this stuff, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
That's
There it
the
is.
advantage of actually going somewhere and scooping it up. It saves bloody money, doesn't it? And normally it would have saved time, because it would have been quicker to land, to get your SRV out and get meta alloys and get back in the ship than it would to dock and buy it.
Yeah.
If you had a cargo hold.
All right. So next stop,
I love that one.
I've got the cargo hold. What's the next thing I want to do? Do I want to go unlock her right away, or do we want to just go gather the mats first?
No, I would say get rid of that meta alloy so you don't lose it or anything. Just go straight to her and unlock her, and then we'll see where you go from there.
Okay, so once you have your meta alloy, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over here to your status menu, and you can go over to the engineers and select Felicity Farsi, view on galaxy map, and set her as your destination. Now, she is located in this system right over here, the Deciate, or however you want to pronounce it. And I'm going to set my waypoint over there, and we are going to get jumping to...
We just like to call it the Deceit System.
The Deceit System.
Because it is, you know.
Donut has come from the depths of the underworld to subjugate the human race. How does one see farts? Well, I think if you see them...
Felicity knows that. And she has seen a lot of them, you see it in her face.
That's why she's called the Fartsier.
Get those metal panels on the wall that they've painted the words on.
I don't know, but if...
I think it was better when it was just like spray painted on the rock. I preferred that. That was better. Never mind.
I think if you see the farts, they're gonna be a lot worse than not seeing
It's
them.
too late,
Yeah, it's too late. You're way too close to the fart at that point. Oh, that's something I hope I never see. Whew.
Unless you've got a cigarette lighter.
Oh God, and then I definitely wouldn't want to be seeing it.
You see them that way.
Keith Kerwin-Jones says, "Salute all! Sorry not on tonight, watching the Liverpool match with the family."
Oh, well done. Yeah.
Liverpool, eh?
Should be an interesting match, that.
Is that like a BBC version of Deadpool?
No.
Ouch.
European Championship final.
Oh, okay.
Which there was an awful lot of price gouging going on at the hotels in the area when people found out it was going to be Liverpool. So
Isn't it funny how people take advantage of everything like that?
500%.
It's like, oh, what? There's an event? Okay, jack up the prices.
Well, you know, we have a go at social media as being like some dreadful cesspool of human nature these days. But in this case, what a lot of people did out there was they said, oh, this is ridiculous, the prices they're charging my fellow Liverpool fans. It's people from over there who are Liverpool fans. And they said, so, right, come and crash on my sofa for the night. And so you can see the game and just crash on my sofa for free. And so some people are saving like a couple of £1,000, which is what these hotels were charging for one night.
Couch surfers.
Yeah, so people have organised it on social media. They say no.
Well, there's a service called Couch Surfer. I think it's couchsurfing.com or something. You just go onto couchsurfing.com and you can find people's places to crash at if you need to.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Dead King Ace says you can see farts in thermal, by the way, which is interesting that he brings that up because these NPCs, these engineers, they have like cybernetic implants, so maybe that's how it's done. Maybe she's got a thermal eye, an infrared detection eye.
She's got cataracts. She's that old. Felicity.
Good old Fartsier. All right. Who's the other one? Elvira Martuk, I think, is the other one that you can go to.
Yep.
Yes.
So there's two choices if you want to do FSD upgrades. I'm going to be upgrading just exploration stuff in hopes that by the time I finish...
Felicity is the easier one because she's closer to, you know, all the other engineering locations. And Elvira is a bit out of the way.
And meta-alloys are relatively easy to get if you have a cargo rack.
Does she need someone else to be unlocked before you can talk to her? I can't remember.
Hold on, no, I don't. I think she's.
She needs something anyway. That's a bit.
I can tell you if you give me 1 second. Elvira Martug needs 3 soon-till relics, so those are the ones you get over in the direction of the Guardian runes. There's like a system where you can get those, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the system.
Sounds time-consuming, whatever it is.
Both of them are, yeah, but soon-till relic collections at least kind of in the bubble-ish.
And for Elvira, you have to get 300 light years away from your starting location, your starting system.
So technically, she's probably a bit easier, really. But I mean, if you go in 300 light years, you
may as well go to the Pleiades, because that's pretty much how far it is.
But yeah, it's probably a bit easier to get to Scout. Yeah.
I'm actually curious if heading to the Pleiades and back for someone who hasn't done any exploration would get you at least 1 rank of exploration.
These days,
yeah, the first couple of ranks probably even.
It probably would. If you did stopped and did a couple of detailed scans on the way, yeah, it would.
Scout is pretty low on the list, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Let me hit myself into refueling mode here. And let's take a look, because I had that open somewhere or another. Let's see. Elite, dangerous, exploration ranks. Okay, so Elite Dangerous Exploration ranks. You do need to be Scout or higher, I think it was, you said,
Yep.
Gray? So the ranks are... Aimless, mostly aimless, Scout, Surveyor. So for Scout...
you probably get to Scout.
Oh, you only need 270,000 profit for Scout, which is like 1... Earth-like planet, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much these days, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much nothing nowadays. So, yeah, you could easily get to Scout. I'm sure
I think there, even in the bubble, there are some planets that, you know, are technically already inhabited, but they still count as unexplored. So if you go there and scan that and then return it, you also get the, you know, you don't get the first discovery bonus, but you get, you know...
Yeah, it's the kind of info you'll find...
The normal amount.
Yeah.
The Road to Riches thing. Which is information that Galnet should be providing you as a member of the Pilots Federation anyway, just saying.
Donut says, Josh, just remember that you're fuel scooping and go off to make pizza only to return to an unwelcome rebuy screen. I don't think I've ever actually done that. I mean, I've gone into camera mode and done some silliness
I've never
like
actually
that, but
done that with fuel scooping because I invariably, if I'm going anywhere that needs fuel scoops, I invariably stick the largest fuel scoop on it's possible to fit. But on a DBX, that is a bit of annoyance.
it's a foray. It's
big.
it's not a particularly good one. It
It's
only
the biggest
scoops
one you
at
can fit.
what 360,
Still not big enough.
370. Yeah, it
The
takes
thing
a
is,
while.
The DBX has a tremendously huge fuel tank for its size,
does, yeah.
so that's why it feels like it takes forever to scoop.
You don't-
But
yeah, you
you
don't
know,
really-
if you see how many jumps you can actually do with
Yeah.
what you have in your fuel tank, that's what kind of balances it out.
Oh, Donut's
you
saying
can
that was a
probably-
personal experience. So
Yes.
he cooked his pizza and his ship at the same time. I hope you weren't.
That's efficient. I appreciate it.
Yeah, efficiency, right?
Yeah,
I
makes
hope you
me
weren't too
jealous.
far out there, Donut.
Donut.
Cooking with Donut. You could start your own TV show.
He actually has a thing going, if I recall correctly. You know, go ahead and tell us about it, Donut. You had like this food chain thing going on, this like fast food chain. I'm not sure. There was something
Like
with
in
donuts
real
you
life?
did. No, I'm not sure. Not in real life, but he like made it up or designed it, or I don't know. Tell us about it. I know there was something.
There was. Did I? Let me see if I've still got one of the files somewhere. I might have.
Penny Umbra says, going down to fuel tank size really improves the DBX.
Yep, I always halve the fuel tank as well. I go down one class from the top one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just jonking anyway, yeah, you
That's
don't
how
need
I
to
did the
have
whole
that
distant
large.
worlds expedition with half the
Yeah.
fuel tank.
You don't really need one that big. It just because I'm a perpetual miser. It sort of goes against the grain for me to swap to a smaller fuel tank because I just like the extra buffering. I don't want to waste money. So yeah, but I might do that next time I go out in the.
Oh, by the way, if anyone wants to join in and follow me along as we do this, if you haven't done any any engineering on your own, we're on the J. Hawkins private group right now, so you're all welcome to join in and follow along as I bumble my way through my first engineering mission, quest, whatever you want to call it, thing. That thing.
As Puffing would
Thingamajig.
say, isn't it? You need someone of intelligence on an adventure like this. Quest.
Someone of intelligence, yeah. Well, I have Greytest, who's clearly been an intelligent guide so far. Didn't remind me to bring a cargo scoop, flew me to the wrong station.
Well, let's say I've been an intelligent guy at some point, probably.
Yeah, at some point or another.
In the past.
Donut says, let's see.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he's basically giving us his
This is his
I don't know what's
elevator
called, his
pitch?
tagline, his pitch, yeah.
Hey, chances are you're in a hurry to get from one place to another to continue whatever job you're doing. Do you want to grab a bite to eat or a quick drink and not have to worry about incredible distances or high costs? No problem. Come on down to Drunken Donuts, where the coffee's hot and the beers are not. The donuts are fresh and never frozen, using a thick and delicious batter top. Oh, God. With icing or filled with our homemade jams and creams, you can bet you'll be finding glory and flavor down here at Drunken Donuts. Maybe you aren't looking to satisfy your sweet tooth? Well, no problem there. We also have a scrumptious line of home-cooked bagels, bringing new meaning to the BLT. Really gasping for a good meal? Well, with our 3-for-3 deal, you can get a drink and 2 donut or bagel of your choosing for just 3 credits. I know, I can almost taste it too.
I love it. That's so good.
3 credits. Wow.
Yeah.
What a steal.
I had Savi read out that ad, but I can't find the file for it at the moment. But it's Yeah, it was quite fun with her reading it out.
That's right, Lee. I make all the mistakes so you don't have to. I suffer for you.
Is that it? Yes, I've got it there.
I screw
I've
up
got
for
it.
you.
Yeah, I found it. Hold on. I'll add it to the thingy.
Oh God.
To the thingy?
If I can find it. Yeah, I'll add it to the soundboard. I found where I put it now.
Donald, is that all you had? Like, I thought I saw some, I don't know, like a sketch or something you did from it as well. I'm not sure. Josh, I think you just went offline.
Apparently I have not. You mean
My
offline?
stream.
Oh, the stream.
Okay, that was weird. Yeah, the stream just went offline for me for a second. Now it's back up.
Yeah,
that was awkward.
Well, let's see. I am still showing live and well.
Huh.
Hopefully the
Anybody
stream...
else had that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it dropped off.
You guys still around?
Yeah.
It says stream resumed. Interesting. The stream is continuing. Well, I don't see what would have caused that, but since it's still working, we'll just keep going along here.
Nothing to see here. All is fine and well.
Move along, folks.
Oh, there you go.
Move along.
Yeah.
Move along
Oh.
swiftly.
Don't need to play the whole thing because you just read it all out, but
Video output low now. I don't know why YouTube is saying video output low. My OBS shows everything in the green. Green, green, green. Nothing wrong on my end, but YouTube is saying stream health video output low.
YouTube.
It must be YouTube, because OBS is broadcasting just fine. I got a green light. Green straight across the board here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll keep a monitor on it and make sure that nothing else happens. But if you're having YouTube problems, maybe just refresh your YouTube, because there ain't nothing wrong.
Did you hear the news that YouTube is thinking about actually not displaying your subscribed channels like in your subscription feed in chronological order anymore? But you know, your top viewed or the most interesting ones first for you.
Well, because
there was
YouTube's
a big uproar for that about that one.
Yeah, well, they're trying to cater to what they believe you'll be watching the most, which apparently all has to do with notifications as well. And I know that people were bitching about this, that even though you've subscribed to someone's channel and you have notifications turned on, you might not necessarily get a notification that they've gone live or that a new video has been posted. Actually, the live, I think, is the main thing, that they've gone live, unless YouTube feels that you might actually be interested in watching it at the time that they go live. So
Google knows better than you.
Apparently, when you want notifications on something, Google will decide whether you really want those notifications or not.
It's just another one of these situations where it's favoring something that's already in place, and it makes it harder and harder for anything new or different to break into that. Like supermarkets, they stock the same old crap time after time and expect people to get used to it, and people do get used to it. That's the thing. They stop thinking, people. And Google, YouTube and Google doing the same thing. No, these are your preferred list, and people look at it and go, "This is my preferred list," and they won't go beyond it. That's what they're hoping, because it's got all adverts.
Well,
all the adverts on.
I'll tell you what I am waiting for, a new notification
If they do that,
on.
scroll down to the bottom of your list immediately and look at the one right at the bottom just to spite them.
Good night, Sam. Exactly. Have a good night, my friend.
See you, Sam.
I just recently subscribed to a new YouTube channel, and
that's exactly what's going to happen. More and more people are going to switch over to Twitch.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know why they still keep messing up, but it certainly helps Twitch.
If you haven't already heard of Lil Dicky, that's my most recent YouTube subscription, and I probably spent a good couple of hours watching all of his videos. Lil Dicky's he's a rapper, but he's kind of like the Weird Al Yankovic of rap. I mean, Weird Al, for anyone who is not Weird Al, I'm sorry, you have to go look him up, is an extremely talented artist. I mean, he is a extremely talented musician. He's a extremely talented writer. His work is very funny if you like that sort of like comedic music, and he basically spoofs and like every single mainstream song there is. I haven't heard any of his stuff in a long time, but I listened to him a lot when I was a kid, when he first started making it big. Anyhow, Lil Dicky is like he's a young guy, and he's an extremely, I mean, extremely talented rapper, but he raps in his own style, which is like comedic rap. And he's not taking other people's music. He's actually rapping his own music, and he's created all of his songs. But you have to watch the music videos to go along with it, because what he does is he kind of creates like a video, and then he writes the song. He has a story in mind, and then he writes the song to go along with the story, and makes the video to go along with the story as well. And it's very traditional in the rap sense. There's a lot of swearing, and there's a lot of like semi-naked girls in his videos, and really hot chicks. But I mean, the content is incredible. In fact, I suggest you guys all go watch. Oh God, what is it? Freaky Friday's a good one. He actually has Chris Brown and a bunch of other people in there. And he's been partnering up with a lot of famous rappers as well for some of his work. He's got Snoop Dogg in one of them. Ex-Boyfriend is a pretty funny one. Actually, that's the first one I watched. I couldn't stop laughing throughout the whole damn video. So, yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
Even if you're not into rap, go listen to this guy, because he's funny, just cause. And if you are into rap, then I strongly suggest you do some search and like check out some of his freestyle. The guy's extremely talented. Well worth the watch. Let's see if anyone in chat seen Lil Dicky. Let me know if you had. I'm very curious in what you think of Lil Dicky. He's also he bashes himself constantly. He's like the master of that. Hence his name, Lil Dicky. You know, like what kind of rapper is going to call himself Lil Dicky? And he's always making fun of the size of his junk, and how small and flaccid and limp it is, basically. So yeah, that's kind of his claim to fame. All right. Here we are, coming up at Farsi Inc. Just 2 megameters out right now, coming in for a landing. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Orbital Flight engaged. Oh God, we're coming in hot. We are coming in a little too hot. I'm gonna flip myself around here. I'm gonna pull a donut. Burn some space rubber. Swing it around like a boss. There we go. All right. Let's go unlock Felicity Farts here and see what we can get after that. Donut says, either my YouTube is broken or Josh, you are begging to... Josh, you are begging you have joined me on Twitter, Discord, Facebook, donate, written like 12 times in the description. Really?
Hold on, I can check.
Would you please? I don't...
No, it's only once in there.
Yeah, I only see it once in
Twitter,
there.
Discord, Facebook is once each.
One time each.
So I guess it's YouTube broken for you.
You're broken. Penny Umber says, watch out for the antenna. I died on that once. Oh, yeah, this is a pretty big antenna, I gotta say. It's a space needle.
It has a light on it, you know. just saying. Admittedly, it's not big enough. It's not a bright enough light like actual ones on airports and things.
Landing pad 06. All right, which one of these is landing pad 06? It's that one right over there. Coming in for a landing on landing pad 06.
Knock on the door and she'll just open it the crack and say, yes, who is it? Who is it? What do you want?
Oh. Did I really? Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. All right, we have landed at Farsi Inc. All right, step 2 of engineering is unlock Felicity Farsier and see what she needs in order to upgrade my stuff.
I'm actually curious because, you know, if it says on the description of that bonus weekend that all engineering requirements are reduced by 1 rank. So what would that mean for rank 1? Is that free now or what?
Well, let's find out. So here we are. Here's Felicity Farsier. I have been invited. Buy modifications to unlock the next grade. I want to donate. Let's donate 1 to her. And
The
there we
void has
go.
weaved its spell of you. Woven! Woven, madam! Not weaved.
So here we are.
Has woven or weaved. Not the two together. Oh!
Where do you want an update worked on, Commander? Let's select the FSD and let's see what we want. We've got the FSD boot sequence. We've got increased FSD range, shielded FSD.
That's the one you want.
I think I want the increased FSD range. So...
Yep. So what does it say on the costs for rank 1?
I need a typical disrupted wake echoes effects.
So...
Wake
And
echo.
on the 2nd rank?
How lucky.
On the 2nd rank, I need a typical wake
Atypical distraction.
echo and chemical storage
Okay.
units.
So that's weird though, because you know, let me see if that's the actual requirement.
They couldn't
What?
make rank 1 less than it was.
Now, let me ask you something because this is
What was the second thing on grade 2? Chemical storage units?
yeah, chemical storage units, and then we need
That's the standard requirements though. Did they only reduce rank 5 to rank 4 requirements, or did I get that memo wrong?
I guess I have. I'm only missing rhenium for rank 5. I have all the components for rank 4. At least 1 roll of rank 4. And I'm missing chemical storage units, which I need for rank 2 and for rank 3. So really, all I need
that's
to
weird,
do...
because I'm pretty sure... Let me check my emails again, because I'm pretty sure it said something else in the description of that bonus weekend. Let me check the forum post.
Okay, well, I'm going to need some chemical storage units, and then I'm going to need some rhenium, if that's even possible for me to find. But in the meantime, I am going to generate my very first increased FSD range. Engineering. Here we go, guys. See, I told you we're going to engineer something today. We're actually doing it. My very first engineering.
And it's before
not in
the
beta.
first hour of the stream is over,
Before
boy.
the first hour. That means we might even get to level 3 before the stream is over. You never know where this is going to go. Let's go ahead and generate modification right now. And let's see what happens.
I have it right here in front of me right now. From May 24th to May 30th. So that's, what's that? Like Wednesday, I think. You will have all profits from trading activities will be increased. The amount of profit will vary depending on what you are shipping and where you're shipping it to. Rare commodities are excluded from this bonus. And then the other thing is, the materials requested for engineering recipes will be at 1 rank below the existing ones, cheapening the current cost of engineering your modules. Edit. There are 5 ranks for materials, as can be seen in the material trader, and 5 ranks for engineering recipes. And these are 2 different ranks. This bonus relates to the rank of materials, not the rank of engineering recipes. The cost for engineering a module at grade 5 will reuse grade 4 equivalent materials, not the materials seen in grade of the engineering recipe of that same module.
Well, do you know, this is as clear and precise as Sandro's description of crime and punishment.
Yeah. So
What
if
the
I
hell?
get that
Yeah,
right, like I know that whenever you engineer a grade 5 module, you basically need 1 grade 3, 1 grade 4, and 1 grade 5 material. So basically all that's happened is they reduced that 1 grade 5 material that you need to some random grade 4 material instead, right?
What?
Okay.
I think that's what this says right here.
So basically, if you want to go to town, make sure you put your coat on the lower peg, unless your elder brother is having a haircut. But if you're watching the football, make sure that you do it before. Oh, for God's sake, Sandro!
Oh
Why
boy.
not just Why not just have a discount on everything?
Oh well, let's just see what you actually need, Josh. Like,
Well,
let's
okay.
write down all the materials that you actually need.
We will, but I gotta ask you something real quick. I hit generate modification, and now I see modifications, and it did like a little spinny thing on optimize mass, and I see 15% on that. Is that now what has been applied to my FSD?
I think it is. Yes. Hold on. Let me switch.
So there's no accept or decline or anything like that. I just click it and it does it, and then boom.
You basically give the you apply it with doing it.
Okay.
Yeah,
well then,
unlike the old system where it was a random outcome, this is a predictable outcome.
Right.
Go ahead and generate that grade 1 again.
I am going to do that.
A random amount of a predictable outcome.
Before I redo level 1, Turgeon, I need the sexy music, because I'm going to read off... Hold on, don't play yet. I'm going to read off the experimental effects for the increased FSD range, but I need that music in order to do this. So would you go ahead and play that music right now? If you want to upgrade your FSD with some experimental effects, let us put on the Deep Charge, the Ass Manager, the Stripped Down, the Double Braced, or the Thermal Spread. Oh, yeah. I don't know, guys. Whoever wrote these experimental effects, like...
I will never read them normally again. Thank you so much for that.
Someone was having a great time writing these experimental effects. The Thermal Spread, the Double Braced.
Doris just corrected me, and every material that you need will be reduced by 1 grade. So for a grade 5 upgrade, you will now need 1 grade 2, 1 grade 3, and 1 grade 4 material.
Oh, God.
I think Scorbin Machine and I are going to have to do something with that in a future video. It's crying out for it now.
Lee Mitchell, absolutely. you could tell Lee Mitchell's been around for a long time. He says, "Fluffer Josh at his finest."
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was just about to explain where that comes from, but no.
Actually, go open up those experimental effects again.
Oh, open the experimental effects. Oh yeah.
Will want is the M-Ass Manager.
The M-Ass Manager, yeah.
It's
the ass manager.
Go ahead and tell me what
Jacob Leschmo. Jacob says thermal spread is perfect for fart seer. Oh, the thermal spread. Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on. I'm going to do one more generate modification, and then we will need to get more atypical disrupted wake echo whatever I think sequences.
That. Before we go ham, we need to write down what we need so we can grab all of them and not just the first one and then be done with it.
All right. Well, yeah, it's of course, but I just did it one more time, so there we go. I'm about 2/3 to unlocking rank 2, and let's go ahead. Well. You know what? Screw the experimental effects, because I don't have the parts for them right now anyhow.
Yes, but yeah.
Okay, we want to figure out which one I want, right? I guess that's it.
You want Mass Manager, like in 90%, probably 95% of the cases, Mass Manager gives you more
jump range, right?
Than Deep Charge, and Deep Charge also uses more fuel, so that can be disadvantageful as well.
So yeah, I'm going to go for the Ass Manager.
More of a job.
Yeah, and I see you have everything pretty much. We're gonna get eccentric hyperspace trajectories just by scanning, which we have to do for the wake echoes anyhow.
Yeah,
and you have enough galvanizing alloys, so you should be good on that. But it's not the most important part to get these experimental effects. It's like the last little thing, to push it to the limit.
Yeah.
So let's see what we need for your normal upgrades.
So I need a typical disrupted wake echo whatevers. I need chemical storage units.
Looks like you're going to dab soap, doesn't it?
I have 3 phosphorus and 3 anomalous FSD telemetries, but I'm probably going to need more if I'm going to upgrade beyond that level. So I might need more phosphorus.
We just write down everything that you actually need. So it's
phosphorus,
chemical storage, and anomalous.
Phosphorus. phosphorus, anomalous, FSD, telemetry. Then sulfur. Chemical
there we go.
processors.
Penny says in chat there is a sort of cutoff point between the difference of your benefit you get from deep charge and mass manager, depending on the size of your FSD.
Okay, chemical processors as well.
Strange wake solutions, which I have one of.
Strange. We're gonna get those by scanning as well.
Then we will need rhenium. Rhenium.
Yeah.
Chemical distilleries.
Why not use the material traders, says Neurino? Because they suck.
And
that's why.
eccentric hyperspace trajectory something or other, I guess. And that's it.
Yeah, go to Dav's Hope. You know, that's what you have to do. Go to Dav's Hope, everybody knows.
So we're gonna get a lot of it, and especially the lower ranks, by scanning wakes. So what we want to do for that is go to a famine system and find one of the what's it called? Like, it's a POI basically in space where sidewinders jump in, approach T9s, grab some food stuff, and jump out again. And that's probably the easiest way to get a lot of wake scans in a short amount of time.
Okay, well, before we go, I can upgrade some other things at the same time, because I actually have...
Commander's Place, right? For one time, its entire existence, the material traders are useful this weekend, because you get good values for trading shit down.
All right.
So there you go. It's the one time they actually have some use. So yeah, and Penny says you trade some arsenic for rhenium if you've got any arsenic, which is probably very likely.
Well, I'm here. Let's go ahead and just do a couple of more upgrades.
If you need it, yes. But keep in mind that scanner modifications will always increase their weight and thereby reduce your range.
Right.
So,
but I do a lot of planetary, surface scanning.
Well, then I would recommend the fast scanner, because you have to get close anyhow. Even if you get long range, you still have to approach, for example, a gas giant anyhow to scan those small moons.
Right.
So you're better off with the fast scanner.
Okay, fast scanner it is.
Lee's quite right there. Lee says you should just be sucking up any mats you come across like a hungry hippo.
But
that's about right.
But
it doesn't matter now. Just collect them all.
The fast scanner requires phosphorus, which I actually need for the other upgrade. So I probably don't want to do that.
Depending on how far along we come in your grades, we will have to go down on a planet anyhow and collect some materials. So
going down on the planet. I wouldn't want to have to be a part of that action. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to do long-range scanner just because it uses something that we're not going to need at all for this. And why the hell not? Well, this is all about engineering. So let's generate some modifications and see if this... Because this is also going to upgrade my reputation with her too, right? Which makes unlock...
But that doesn't matter anymore. It mattered before because... In the past, your reputation with an engineer determined which grade of module engineering you could do. So if you had grade 5 unlocked, you could always instantly do grade 5 engineering. But now, since the changes, that's not the case anymore. You will always have to start at grade 1 for every single module that you engineer. So there's basically no reputation with an engineer anymore. It's just, how far along you've come in engineering one single module.
And that's what I jokingly referred to as personal narrative in the past. I said that your ship modules now have a greater personal narrative than you do, because each one has its own history as an engineer. That shield booster has a different upgrade from that shield booster there. Get jealous of each other. So you made it in 3 rolls. It took me 5.
Exactly what it is.
Well, I was able to get a decent upgrade on the range. I've got 80% now on the scan range, so that's cool. What else can we improve? Engines, power plants.
Well, power plant might actually be worth it. Depending on what you want to do with the DBX, it can be sensible to downgrade your power plant to a lighter class and then do some engineering on it to get the power up again.
Okay.
To what you need.
What about engines?
Greatest efficiency, you see. Greatest level efficiency.
If I do dirty drive tuning, that gives me faster speed, right?
If you go for an exploration ship, it's probably sensible to do clean drive tuning. But the DBX is so heat resistant that you can do dirty drive tuning anyhow.
Dirty drive is the speed that you go, basic speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is...
and so that will give you an advantage if you go basically surface exploring.
Which I do a considerable amount of.
POIs on the surface, then you will be faster if you have dirty drive tuning.
So let's do some dirty drive tuning. Oh yeah, dirty drive tuning it is. What does this say? This will improve the overall performance of your module. However, if any attributes are listed in red, they will have negative effects. Okay, why is it telling me that on this one? And on the other one, it didn't give me that warning.
Because there weren't any negatives.
Yeah, there was the mass negative, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, this one...
I also noticed it's only sometimes that it shows you.
Yeah.
The dirty drive tuning costs a lot of negatives, basically, is what it comes down to.
And by the way, you don't have to completely fill that circle. All you have to pay attention to is that bar on the left-hand side, right below the grade that you're currently engineering.
Yep.
If that's full, you can do the next grade.
That's it. Well, I've got level 2 dirty drives now, so that's good. And these have experimental effects as well, but I ran out of iron, so I can't put a... these ones too. Drive distributors, double brace, drag drive, strip down, and thermal spread on that one as well. Okay.
With dirty drives, you will always want to go with drag drives in that case. Those will give you the highest speed benefit.
Okay, what can we do to my sensors? Integrity. Oh, I can actually lower the weight of my sensors, so that's good. That would reduce my weight a little bit. Oh, but that's going to use the phosphorus that I need, I think.
Yeah, and always keep in mind, like, if the module you're engineering is already very light, then your actual gain or your saving in mass will be so minimal that it's probably not worth it for the beginning. Like, again, that's just something to completely max out certain stats. But the most sensible stuff at the beginning is, you know, where you get the most for your materials that you put in there.
And then for the power plant,
upgrades.
There's nothing that you can reduce the mass on the power plant. It's just armored, overcharged, or low emissions.
Yeah, but as I said, if you go with overcharge, you can actually pick a lower size power plant and put that
get more out.
Engineer it so you get the power that you need out of it.
Right. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Well, that's it. We're good for now. We're going to go and start collecting some of these mats so that we can go upgrade this a little bit more. Okay, Greatest, where are we going next? So now that we've unlocked Felicity and I've used some of the basic mats that I had already on me, we're going to go collect the remaining materials to continue to upgrade our FSD drive on the DBX.
You still have you unlocked grade 2 in the FSD range?
I did unlock grade 2.
Okay, so now you basically need the atypical disrupted wake echo still, chemical storage, and what was the third one?
Oh, wait, did I? No, I didn't unlock grade 2. Never mind.
So, yeah.
I didn't.
But, okay, so the first thing we will have to do is go scanning then, because you need those
atypical disrupted wakes, yeah. I don't know why I thought I did. Hold on a second. If I go back here...
So...
Oh, because right here, FSD shows 3... Why the hell does it show 3 on here?
Because your overall grade with her is, like, your reputation with her is grade 3.
Oh,
but that doesn't mean that the module is already
grade 3 access. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So just by doing the other stuff, it raised my access level.
That grade access is actually, like, completely redundant now. I don't know why it's still in there.
Well,
it doesn't mean anything.
Says all it does is it means that when you go and roll something again from scratch, you get through the 1 and 2 grade.
That's true. You go through them quicker.
Rolls. Now, to me, that's like putting something on to compensate for the fact that they've taken something off. I mean, why? What is the point of that?
Whatever. You will have to go scan.
Anyway,
and where do I want to do
that? We can't change it.
Go ahead and grab a wake scanner, which you probably won't get at Felicity's base. So go to whatever base of your choice to get some outfitting done.
Let's take a look and just see if she does sell a wake scanner here. Maybe, possibly. You never know. That would be utility or... Yes, utility.
I think it's utility.
That would make her useful. What makes you think she's actually...
She only sells heatsink launchers. Okay.
So there you go. You will have to find a place that actually sells wake scanners and grab one of those, and then I will find us a system to go scan some wakes.
Okay, where do you assume we can get some wake scanners in this system?
The nearest orbital here does have a few bits and bobs.
Garay Terminal. Well, we could check out Gary Terminal, I suppose. I think I would be able to see that on the system map. It should give me some information as to what's sold there. Let's see.
It only says if it has outfitting, not if it actually sells wake scanners.
Okay.
But I think every orbital outside of Obsidian Orbital has outfitting.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go there. And we'll go find myself a wake scanner, and then hopefully they have one there. We don't have to go anywhere else. Ablative says, scan things now, Josh.
Scan all the things.
Scan all the things. I will scan everything.
Ship restraints disengaged.
Let's see how fast my ship flies now.
It won't be much of a difference at that low grade.
But I paid for it, Greatest.
And enjoy your ludicrous speeds.
Right? Ludicrous speed. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Well, I am going 311 now, I think was my max speed. It's not bad. It's a little bit of a boost from the 280, whatever I was before, 260. All right. Fly away! Fly away! Let's head on over to...
I'm currently looking for a system in famine to get scanning.
A system in famine to get scanning?
Yeah, little Dicky at work here.
Oh! Oh! That sounded like a challenge. Lil Dicky at work. Oh, yeah. Oh, couple of things I wanted to talk about while I fly over there. Number one is anyone who has played Arizona Sunshine on the Oculus is going to be very happy to hear that there is a new DLC available for it. It's called Deadman something or other. Deadman? Maybe it's just Deadman. I don't know. But... I watched a little bit of the gameplay, and it's a whole new campaign mode for, or not campaign mode, but campaign for Arizona Sunshine, which is one of the best zombie games I've ever played on the Oculus, or anywhere for that matter. So that's out. If you're an Oculus owner, or I guess, well, you know, the HTC Vive owner, you might want to go check that out if you own Arizona Sunshine. It was like $3 or $4 for the DLC. And in other space game related news, No Man's Sky, a game that we've all avoided for a long time now, has announced that their next big update called Next, which is coming out I think in June or July, I believe it was, like end of July, is going to support multiplayer. So there will be actual multiplayer with your friends.
I think that's gonna call for the Brocast checking that out again, right?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to check it out because I mean the game is gotten a lot better. There's a ton more content in it right now, and I think that building a base with your friends. Now,
exactly. If we have actual multiplayer, I'm so gonna look forward to building an actual base with you guys.
Base building with friends, yeah. And they did say that that's going to be possible. They also said that you'll be able to, you know, fly together and do combat together. I don't know how they're going to do that, just because like the way that the game sort of works is sort of strange, and I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be like multi-crew or if it's going to be like individual ships, but I mean, just meeting up with your friends. How are you going to meet up with your friends, you know? Like, that...
well, that's easy, actually. That's easy now because you have base portals that are available.
Yeah, I think that's the key there.
But then how do they get a ship?
We will find out together, I would say.
You have, like, your own fleet carriers, so...
so just, like, recall your fleet carrier.
It's actually... It's got a lot of infrastructure in place already before they introduced the stuff, so it shouldn't actually be that hard a transition.
They've
already put stuff in place.
Ablative is saying No Man's Sky now better than Elite. You know, I'm not going to say it's better than Elite, but I'm going to say that with actual multiplayer, the gameplay content is going to be more than Elite. I mean, Elite right now is just combat, exploration, some trade and mining. You can do all of that in very simplified ways with No Man's Sky, but base building and exploration in No Man's Sky is actually a lot of fun. The exploration can be really cool, especially if you're doing that with friends. You know, it's going to be interesting, though, to see, like, how resources are handled. Like, if I need, you know, oxygen, or I need to find a particular resource to replenish the oxygen in my suit, and you're on a planet where it's really sparse, and you're with 4 people, and you're all trying to explore at the same time, and you can only find one, like, people might end up dying. You never know. So, like,
well.
Yeah, oh, well, I don't know, whatever, no big deal, right? But actual multiplayer. Now, they didn't specify, and way to go Sean Murray on keeping things very vague now, because he's never done that before. As to, like, how many people could be in multiplayer at a time. There's 4 images on the box, so I'm assuming that you can have a limited amount, but they also have the ability to see anyone's base. Like, I know that you can go and see other people's bases in the game right now, no matter who it was. So I'm wondering if they've opened it up to everyone, and if there's going to be, like, you know, clans or guilds or corporations forming and have lots of people in one instance. I don't know if that's actually going to work or not, but I'm curious. So we'll find out in a couple of months and see what No Man's Sky has done.
Interested to know what they do in story terms. I'm not going to tell anybody about what the actual story is about. Spoilers, just in case anybody wants to actually play it and find out what the story's about. But in terms of how the story actually operates, it'd be interesting to see how they justify the whole multiplayer thing.
Oh, I wouldn't even care about the storyline, but
be interesting.
Oh, and Lee Mitchell has just put an interesting comment in the chat. He says, next gen bridge and the Borg are coming to Bridge Crew. Oh god, that gets me excited. Next gen bridge.
Next gen bridge.
Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks right now.
I could totally dig the next gen bridge. I mean, I like the futuristic one, like the new Star Trek bridge. It's very cool looking, but next generation is, I mean, that's Star Trek for me. That is Star Trek for me. The new ones are great and all, but it's not Star Trek. Those are just movies. They're Star Trek movies. That's all they are.
Yeah, next gen bridge is one you want. Well, we've got the classic bridge. That's good.
Next gen bridge and the Borg. Oh my god. We'll definitely be checking that out again at some point. Alright, here we are at Garay Terminal. Let's go ahead and request docking. Permission authorized. I mean, obviously Elite Dangerous does space much better than No Man's Sky, but No Man's Sky has definitely beat them in terms of planets. Because Elite Dangerous just doesn't have anything on the planets.
Trees.
They don't even have...
You don't have walking pineapples. You know,
nothing.
You haven't got that in Elite.
Nothing.
We like our walking pineapples and our rubber glove things that hop about. We like that.
The closest thing that we have to anything on planet surfaces are the frickin' POIs, or, you know, the extremely elusive and almost impossible to find surface features, which, I mean, honestly, I'm so fed up of surface features. I want to see them. I'd love to see them all, but I'm so sick and tired of not being able to find them when I know that they're there.
Yeah. Well, again, this is another one of the beefs that I have about the existence of Galnet and the purpose it should serve. It was created by the Pilots Federation to unify trade data and news among commanders so they could trade better for the Pilots Federation, you know? So surely if there was a place that had surface features that were interesting or you could make some profit out of, that would share with all commanders' databases on your ship, and it would tell you when you went to a planet that there's something there that commanders might find interesting.
Or here's
That's what Galnet is for.
Here's an even better idea. How about when you introduce planet features, you give us a way to find the damn things? Like, hey, guess what, guys? There's some really cool-looking surface features on some of these planets. You know, it's not on every planet; it's on some of them.
Yeah,
I mean, they're rare, but we're not going to tell you how to find them. and they're completely random, and you may not ever see one ever. But just saying,
But
they're
hey,
there.
There's third-party
They're
tools
there.
that can tell you where they are after somebody's discovered them by accident.
Yeah, and
Yeah, exactly.
by complete accident. Ridiculous.
Yeah, Penny's right. There's a lack of tea POIs these days. You know, we made a lot of fun of them on Distant Worlds. Everywhere you landed, it had animal meat and tea and Bertrandite. That's what you always found, 3 canisters. But you just don't see that anymore, so you can't even find any tea out there.
All right, here we go.
Now you're going to have to bring your whole supply along.
Yeah. Always guarded by a bunch of demented, arrogant skimmers.
I've got a wake scanner. Great test. What else do I need? Anything else from outfitting?
No.
No. Okay.
Not for the wakes, at least. And make sure you have an SRV with you.
I have an SRV.
You will not
Some
actually
cargo.
No, we don't
cargo
need that
capacity.
for materials, though. Because those go into your magic pocket.
True, they do. You grab a handbag.
I don't think you need anything else, to be honest.
Okay, well,
no
then I'm ready to go.
No harm in having 2 units.
You are ready to go. I'm currently in a famine system. I'm just having trouble finding the actual beacon. I think it's called distribution centers, where those sidewinders jump in and out. So we might have to go to a different one.
Oh, because you just want to scan wakes with this thing, obviously.
Yes.
There was a forum post. Let me just quickly read this, because they had a great suggestion on where you should go. Hang on one second. It is right here. It says... data mine wake exceptions. Travel to a system in a state of... Oh, yeah, that's it. The distribution center. Okay, never mind. I was thinking about the chemical manipulators. It says collect space trash in Okanura at the NAFTA class tanker. Okay. So,
or just go to Dav's Hope. Everybody just go to Dav's Hope, you know, basically.
Okay, so there's no distribution center in this system, unfortunately.
okay,
So let's go to a
let
different one.
me go to my map, and I will set this by famine right here. And
Yep,
see
that's
if...
what I did as well.
So we want to go to a famine system. Let's
Yep,
try
and look
Tajupa.
for one. No, look for one with high population as well. That's always helpful, because then you might have an actual station in there.
Okay, that's a very... Oh, so you need a station, is that it?
No, you don't need one, but I think that's usually the systems where you would find one where there's a big station close to the star. Yeah, I think it helps.
Oh, someone's
Or we
crashing
can
here.
just jump.
It should.
We can just jump around and fight
it
something.
should.
Let's go to
Oh,
HIP.
Commander L. Scorbius is here. In what looks to be a pimped out
Scorbius.
chieftain there, L. Scorbius.
Yeah, he does. He's all Dakar, full on Dakar in that chieftain.
It's a pretty nice looking chieftain there you got, Scorb.
What's the name of the ship?
Yeah, I don't know what he's called it actually.
He hasn't named it. It's called Alliance Chieftain. What's wrong with you, Scorb?
Oh.
You have
He
to
got
name
so,
your ship,
so
man.
fixated on the Dakar, he didn't bother naming the ship. He should just call it the Dakar.
Let's look at Scorb's. Look at this thing. He's got like some. He's got some needles
it's
in the
pimped.
front there. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a ship kit.
That's pretty neat
It's
looking.
pimped. It's quite Chris Foss, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice. All right, let's get away from the station while I go ahead and look for a high pop famine system.
I'm jumping to another one right now. We'll see if that has an actual distribution center in it.
In fact, you're flying the 2 most Chris Foss ships there.
Oh, here,
The
6.9
DBX,
million.
Yeah, go jump there. That looks promising.
I'm just looking to see if there's another one that might be a little closer. Ah, God damn it.
That'll do. The time it takes you to look for one, you do it in a DBX. Just
Yeah.
jump, man.
Let's go there. 3 jumps, anyhow. Let's go to Putana. That's an interesting name for a system. Putana.
So we have a compromise nav beacon here,
Put
and
on a
again,
happy
no
face.
distribution center. So I hope you'll have more luck than I do right now.
So it's a system in famine, so you're going to turn in and say, don't worry, put on a happy face and see how long before they shoot you. How long before they just shoot you out the sky? You
Yeah.
bastard! I haven't heard that 500 times today. Shoot you.
So where are you going to right now?
I am going. Destination is Call 285 sector. Hold on a second. I have to actually get there. Let's see. Galaxy map. I'm going to Adnyar. Adnyar. Just look on the stream. Don't ask me to pronounce that. Adnyar.
I got it. It's okay.
Who names these systems anyhow? Adnyar.
5 jumps for me.
General procedural. He names it.
It's a drunken pirate name. Where you going?
Would you mind swallowing that mouthful of food before you tell us the system there? Okay,
there we go. I'm one jump away. And look at that. Takoso is in chat. He says, finally catch a Brocast. Well, the end of one. Yeah, well, it's not the end yet. It's only the 3/4 mark of the Brocast, so...
And we have already done engineering. That's
We've done engineering.
It's just a question of if we're gonna get any more in today or not, depending on how lucky we are with those materials.
Well, we may not get any more in, but we've certainly had enough more on.
Well, have you? Yeah, we have. Have you said your prayer to
couple
RNG
of us, at least.
when you installed the wake scanner? Did you?
No, you actually have to do a sacrifice. Prayers don't do anything.
Yeah.
All right, no. So here I am in Anyar, and how do I find the distribution
Just look
center?
on your nav panel.
Look on my nav panel. There's a McDonald's here.
Oh, it doesn't have any distribution centers either.
Is there a Brabants?
It's from Horizons. It's McDonald's Horizons, Archer Horizons, Lastwitz Progress.
What's up with these
Andrews
distribution
Prospect.
centers? Oh boy.
McDonald's Horizons. That is amusing. Yeah.
Well, here we got another one right over here with 270 some odd thousand. Let's go to this one. One more jump away. We got a few famine systems. Apparently, this sector of space is low on food. They are low on edibles.
This one.
Rog's been there.
Did I pin everything? Oh crap! Was I supposed to pin everything?
You don't have to, because we're going to go back there anyhow, but you can pin one series of blueprints. Right? For example, with Futility, you can pin the range upgrade, and then you can engineer from wherever you have outfitting.
Do I have to pin the one that I'm currently working on? Because I did pin one.
Well, you don't have to pin, but you can, and then you have access to it from any place, basically.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The thing is, you cannot do the experimental effects remotely, so you have to go back for those anyhow.
Distribution center, got it.
Excellent. I'm gonna come over to you then. Go ahead and drop into that and start scanning wicks.
Sir, yes, sir. On my way. Wow, it was right next to me too. I'm gonna have to zip around here and.
Loop of swag.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Tom says if you pin the best ones for each engineer, then you can do all your other ships remotely.
Well, especially with the range module, range upgrade, it certainly makes sense, because then you can just engineer all your ships where they are parked, and you instantly get more range. And for the final refinement, you will have to take them to the actual engineer. But, you know, it makes it easier to get to all the engineers if you have extra range.
Great.
That's pretty much the only one where pinning actually makes sense, to be honest.
For the sake of the viewers who are hoping to learn how to engineer, as well as we are, of course, would you please explain why we are going to the distribution center right now?
Yes, because that's one of the best places to actually scan wakes, because in a distribution center there will be like 2 T9s parked, and you will have a bunch of sidewinders constantly jumping in, approaching those T9s, and then jumping out again of the instance. So you will have a constant supply of a lot of wakes, even more than you would have at a station, for example.
Whoa! Jesus!
So you're saying it's like a load of people hanging around
Sorry. So those T9s were literally right in front of me. Like, holy crap. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen this before. So, now that I've got some T9s, I apparently have a navigation beacon. A navigation beacon. Oh,
Yeah,
what?
So you know,
it's like a UN food truck, and they're just throwing handfuls of food
you
out.
just wait for those sidewinders that just jumped in to jump out again, and they usually have like a couple of directions where they jump out, only like 2 or 3 systems. So in each of those directions, you will have like a bunch of wakes at once every time. So you basically pick 1 or 2 of those collocations where the wakes will appear constantly, and then you just stay there and scan them whenever they appear.
Interesting. I've never seen one of these distribution centers. I've never seen one before.
Well, those have been in the game pretty much since engineering. Like that was always the best way to get wakes scanned, as long as I remember, at least.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you can hang around a busy starport, but the direction that ships leave is very, very random. So this is easier because you can stay put and let.
Yeah, it's even easier if you have like a very remote system that's in famine, because then all the wakes will be pretty much in one direction from the distribution center, and you can just stay there and scan the wakes around you. But you know, you will always have to do some flying around to approach them and get them scanned, unless you have a really good scanner.
No idea why they need all these nav beacons. There you go. That's just them.
Can you turn on your beacon, please?
Yeah. Beacon away. There you go.
Thank you.
Just don't call it a bacon here, or they'll eat you.
All right. We are scanning wakes.
Oh, there's actually 3 T9s here. It's a big one.
Yeah, it is a big one. I like the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm. We have enough rations for everyone.
Provided you come in a sidewinder and take 1 ton at a time. You there, get out. Yeah, you. I've served you before. Go on, get out. Did they put a little stamp on your sidewinder to say that you've been there? You know.
they mark the engines with a piece of chalk.
That's right. Yeah. It's a purple stamp on your wrist.
All right, so let's scan some of these wakes. Do I just keep scanning them until I get the thing? How am I going to know when I get it? Let's see.
It just tells you top right. It doesn't matter. Just keep scanning. Everything you scan is worth it to pick up these days, because it has some use and it doesn't take any weight in your Remlock handbag. So.
Well, it doesn't seem like I'm getting anything at all, though. I'm scanning
them.
Well,
sometimes you don't get anything.
Yeah, sometimes you don't. Quite often you don't.
If you're unlucky.
Just keep scanning. Just keep scanning. So
exactly.
I guess I'll just keep scanning.
And, you know, you'd think, actually, given the fact that Josh has been out of the loop for so long, and this is a bonus weekend, RNGesus would be smiling on him and saying,
right?
Welcome back to the fold. Here, have things. Have lots of things. But no. RNGesus is a fickle god, and it doesn't care.
So far, Jack and Squat. That is how much I've gotten.
Yeah, just keep scanning. Those wakes here aren't the best because it's all sidewinders, unfortunately. But you still, I think, on average, it's still better than in front of a station.
Just because there's a lot more of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, in a station, you sometimes will have some big ships jumping out, and those tend to give you
strange wake
better
solutions. I got something.
There you go. That's good, because that's the best one that you need currently. Yeah. But getting some data mine wake exceptions would allow us to get to a trader and trade them down for a bunch of strange wake solutions, or the lower ones even. But just keep scanning. You basically want to collect everything you can get now, because, you know, your pockets are limited by materials, so just grab everything and stockpile it. You don't have to sort out anymore.
Atypical disrupted wake echoes. There we go.
Ah, excellent.
Hurrah! I feel like I'm getting stuff now. This is great.
Yay.
Right? This is why I've never done engineering before.
I know.
How would you like to spend your day, sir? Oh, yeah. Scanning high-energy frameshift drive wakes, is it? Okay. Here, I got another one. Woo!
Mostly when I'm playing, which is not often these days, if I'm on, I'm actually trying to get some footage. But if I am playing these days, I don't actually bother going and doing any engineering. I just fly around, and if there's something there, and I'll pick it up. And sometimes I'll just fit a wake scanner on a ship, and when I'm doing something from A to B, I'll just scan every wake I see. And then after a very long period of time, I'll think, do you know, I'll go and do some engineering. And I find that I've usually got the stuff that I need because I've picked it up along the way.
Yeah, same for me. That's why I'm actually gonna go check out some, you know, some of the engineers tomorrow. I don't have much time on tonight after the broadcast, but you know, just do a round of engineering with what I have. Maybe trade down some of the grade 5 stuff that I have to get all the main engineering that I need done.
I just never bother visiting materials traders on principle because I just, one, I can't be asked, and two, I just don't approve of their existence anyway. But you have to find them. You have to find them, and again, this is another thing that the Pilots Federation should tell you in your ship in a database because you're a commander. You know,
you can actually sort. You can actually sort your galaxy map by the different types of traders, but here comes the big caveat there. You only see the ones that you've visited before.
You've already visited, yes, and that is utterly insane to me.
It's pretty much useless unless you're like around your home system where you've checked out all the engineers or traders around it already. But if you're at some engineer and you go like, ah, damn, I need some material, and you haven't been there before and you haven't visited any traders around it, you have to visit every...
Yeah, you've got to fly to every station no. Bee visiting flowers.
No, what you can then do is go to a third-party site that actually can only tell you if there is a trader in the system because they do not have the data which one it is. So you go to every single trader around there and see if it's the right kind that you need, and only then you will maybe get lucky and find the right one.
I mean, do these traders not want business? Do they not advertise?
Apparently.
Do they not give the information to the Pilots Federation who send it out to every ship so that their people can actually do some business?
I got no clue.
You know? I mean, this is the heart of what is currently annoying me, mostly since 3.0. It's the complete disregard and insult to the lore of Elite. They've got so much lore. If I was making an MMORPG, I would kill for the lore that they've got in Elite because it is tailor-made to build an MMORPG around. And they're just insulting it by ignoring it, not using it, dismissing it, forgetting it's there. And I just find that utterly bemusing. It's mind-boggling. It really is.
Numenor says Inara does have a search feature telling you what trader is where and what is closest to your current location, by the way.
Say again? Sorry.
In chat.
Inara. Yeah, Inara's got a search feature on it. You can
Okay, I have never checked out Inara in that regard. If they have the actual data which trader it is, then go right ahead and use that. I've only ever checked IAD, what's it called, EDDB, and they only have the data if there is a trader there, but not which one it is. So, okay, well, again, third party to the rescue, I guess. I thought that was what they wanted to avoid, or you know, kind of immerse in the game.
That's the other thing that I find the ultimate irony of what I was just complaining about there. What the community are doing with the third-party tools are, we as the players are more the Pilots Federation of Elite lore than anything you would find in the game. Because we are doing exactly what Galnet and the Pilots Federation are supposed to be doing. But in the game, that doesn't exist. And I find that utterly ironic and bizarre, you know?
I think I've broken my fighter. I'm telling it to dock, but it doesn't do it.
If you pop the link in the bro bar, Numenor, then we can slap it in the chat.
Okay, I've got...
you could half post it as a link and people guess.
Okay, I've managed to get a few of these now. I don't know how many I actually need before we move on to the next one. Oh, you get 3 at a time?
How it works. Yes, don't you remember in ye old days when everything cost one item and then people said that this is ridiculous, I'm spending my entire life hunting for one item, and they said, oh, well,
Oh,
I know,
yeah, that's
instead of giving you a
right.
system that isn't broken, let's just give you 3 times the crap for everything you find something.
I do remember that.
Everyone
So
went,
that
that's
means
still
oh,
in
thanks,
effect.
Frontier. Thanks, Frontier, that's such genius.
okay, so then that would mean that if I go over to my data, is that what it's under now?
Yep.
Yeah. A typical disrupted wake echoes. I now have 21 of them.
That's good enough for now, but
Okay.
please check out if you have anomalous FSD telemetry as well.
I do. I have 9 of those.
Okay, that's enough. Do you have strange wake solutions as well?
I have 10 strange wake solutions.
Okay, that's good. And eccentric hyperspace trajectories?
Eccentric hyperspace trajectories, 7 of those.
Okay, I think that should be good enough.
Okay, where do I want to go next?
Next up would be the chemical storage units. We'll have to check out where best to get those. Hold on.
Please check that out, because then after that we could go back and maybe do a couple more engineering rolls.
Those would be ship salvage from transport ships. So, we're gonna have to kill some ships.
Oh boy. All right, bros.
Oh boy.
This is where we need you, because we only have 15 minutes left, so I don't know how we're going to do that.
Yeah, I would
That's
suggest
not gonna happen.
you probably should go back and just finish your grade 1 engineering at least with those atypical wake echoes, and I'm gonna go and see if I can't get some,
Get rid of that.
yeah, find a location and stuff like that, you know.
All right.
For-
Well, we
we're not
can
gonna do it on the
continue
show
this.
anymore, I
We can continue this engineering for dummies on the next Brocast if you guys would like to. Let's see. All I got to do, because I did pin one of those, is I just have to go to a station. What about a debris field?
Yep.
You can't get that from a debris field?
No, it's only ship salvage. So what you want to do if you have to kill transport ships is find a anarchy system, so you don't get fined for killing ships, and find an anarchy system with an outbreak, because in those systems you sometimes will find, like, I think it's called beacons or so, where basically a bunch of cargo ships will gather and fly around, and what you can do then is just kill them without getting fined because it's an anarchy system, and then basically
Get ready
relog
for-
to make them respawn.
Get ready for Scorb's perpetual rant on this. Why the hell should I kill people just so that I can pimp
Yep.
my ship?
But that's it.
Again,
You know, if
you
you're
know,
an explorer, if you're a peaceful
I
explorer and
have-
want to increase your range, you will have to kill some ships.
I have never fired on a ship at all in all of the engineering I've done.
Scorp says, just murder! Ah!
I've always found other ways. I've always found other ways to get stuff.
There are
That's-
other ways, but
that's
there are
without
no
mentioning
other ways to do this in
stupid
any kind of
material
sensible
trading.
manner without completely wasting your time.
There is
Okay,
another
I
way.
guess-
No, there is another
Combat
way.
Aftermath.
Hold on a
I
second.
look
You guys are...
Combat Aftermaths, or I go to Davso.
Yes, combat aftermaths, meaning all you have to do is find people
Yes.
who like to kill stuff and follow them around and collect the things.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
but
doesn't
again,
help your
that
conscience
is
much.
nowhere near as
Doesn't help
efficient.
your
It's gonna take
conscience.
forever for you to get what you need
Well,
there.
it means that someone's died so that you can have spare parts for your ship. I mean, for God's sake, why can't you go down Halfords and just take it
I
off the
think
shelf? You
the
know?
only sensible way around this is look
Scrapyard.
if
Scrapyards.
no.
Scrapyards.
Hold on, mate. Let me finish my fucking sentence.
Scrapyards.
Really? Jeez.
What? Scrapyards. Didn't I say scrapyards? Come on, Great Test.
I love you too.
Todd Blaster's got a scrapyard. His place is covered in dead ships. He's got a scrapyard.
Okay, we'll let you talk now. You may speak.
He's gone off in a huff now.
Yeah. The silence of the lambs.
Hello, Pet. It's Felicity here. Did you get us those dead ship parts what I asked you to get so I could pimp your ride?
Pimp your ride. Did he mute himself? Because he's like yelling and screaming right now. Like, you sons of
I'm just not gonna say anything anymore.
Oh, okay, there he is. Something about
Yeah.
scrapyards. That's what you were saying.
I don't think so.
No?
Yeah, you make your own scrapyard by killing people.
Right. Well, it is unfortunate. That...
I'm gonna say it for the sake of the viewers here. The only sensible way to get around that is to find a higher grade material in the family of materials that you look for. For example, like grade 5 or so. Maybe you are lucky and you don't actually have to kill ships to get those. And then you have to be really lucky to get those grade 5 materials or grade 4, whatever is higher than what you're looking for, and then trade them down in a trader for what you need.
Yeah.
I think that's the only sensible and efficient way to get around killing ships. But, as I said, only if those same materials in that family, the higher grade ones, do not actually require you to kill anyone.
Hence the purpose of the material trader.
Yeah, the right material trader, because they come in 3 flavors and it doesn't tell you which one it is. Thank you!
Yep.
Right.
Again. Which is why I never use them.
Joy. Yeah, well,
Ever.
that's why I never do engineering.
Ever. No, I just do as little engineering as I need to make a ship easier to fly around in. Basically. I almost never touch guns.
I'm pretty sure that since we're not expecting, at least for the next 2 quarters of this year, any major content updates, right? It's only minor storyline updates that we should be expecting. So that's...
For the next half year, you mean?
For the next half year.
Zendaris has a very good point in chat there. You must engage in combat in-game to engineer a life support system, because both engineers that offer it are locked behind combative requirements, requiring bounties or a deadly rank.
I love that so much.
Makes perfect sense.
Where is the logic or the sanity? You know, surely someone like Farsi, who's an explorer, would have life support tweaks, you'd think. You know, logic? Just saying.
Well, it's about as logical as the SRV cargo not being able to fit in the ship, even though it's in the SRV.
I know. That one...
Baffling.
There is no excuse. There is no excuse. If
Baffling.
you have an SRV, you should automatically have 2 units of cargo.
Yeah.
You should have 2 units of cargo.
Yeah, I agree. It should be, like, integrated in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It counts as a 2-unit cargo.
I would be totally cool with the fact that you don't get access to it until you transfer it into an actual cargo rack.
But you should be able to take it with you.
But you should be able to take it with you.
Yeah, you should have the nuisance of having to push a couple of buttons in the station to transfer it, to sell it. Just to remind you that it is actually still in the car. But you've got to get it out, you know, shopping bags. Just a couple of buttons. Take shopping bags out of car. Yes, okay. Press button.
Although...
Yeah, that's true, because the life support is actually like a main module on your ship, like a core module. For the larger ships, that can weigh a lot. So if you can do weight reducing on that, it actually like has a big benefit for your jump range. But you have to do combat for it as an explorer.
Although...
it's completely nonsensical.
I would like to add to that thought that we just had about... you know, I'm okay with it transferring or not transferring from the cargo on the SRV to the ship. I'm going to take that back, because when you're doing cargo transfers, you're docked in a station.
Yeah. They
should have just as equal access to your SRV as they do your cargo rack.
Yep. Car keys, mate. You got to give them the car keys.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I can't get the stuff out your boot, mate. It's locked. Hang on, get the keys. Just a sec. I'll come down there. I've got the keys. I wouldn't mind. I'd like that. You know, get out your chair, go down to the cargo. It's all right. Sorry, mate. There you go. I'll unlock it for you. Yeah, by hand. Add an extra 5 minutes, but you know, it's flavor 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're welcome, Ascorbius. We just gave you content right there. You're welcome. That's where he gets his content from, is watching the Brocast and listening to us bitch, right?
It'll turn up in a future episodes, unlocking SRVs with keys rattling.
All right, coming back to Farsi Inc. with a few anomalous something or others that are way too long and complicated to remember the names of.
Utility fart sniffer.
Fart seer. Fart seer.
Sorry.
Which get it right, god damn. Fart sniffer.
Now to make a CGI SRV. There you go, Scorpion.
Exactly.
Get on that.
Right?
And I want to have animated thrusters and turret. And suspension, of course.
And suspension. Coming in for a landing at Felicity Farsi Inc. Dun 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 dun. All right. See, guys, we did engineer.
Incredible.
I know.
There should definitely be a brighter light on that tower, really.
Which one? Landing pad 6. Yeah, I know this station is just a little dark. Is that 06 over there? Yeah, that's got to be 06 over there. There we go. Whoa. Rough landing again. Not my best. All right.
You're out of the loop, mate. You have to train again.
I'm fully untrained. I've rusty like Turgeon. I mean, Engineer's Workshop. All right, let's go to FSD, select, and FSD range. Let's go ahead and generate some more modifications. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. There we go, level 2 unlocked, and I still don't have any chemical storage units, so that's as far as we go.
Yep.
Now,
for those, we will have to engage in some transport ship massacre.
Now, can I get higher than this on level 1? Oh, no, this modification has been completed. That's it. Oh, well, I can add...
Well, yes, but usually, like, it doesn't coincide with, you know, your progress bar on the rank towards the progress bar on the circle, like how far you've come in that one rank.
I can add the mass manager, though, because I have the stuff to do that now.
Well, yeah, go ahead. If you have enough materials for that, you can add it.
So you just purchase it once, and it's the same effect regardless? It's not random anymore?
No, it's the same effect. It gives you, like, flat negatives
4%.
And positives.
Yeah, 4% mass.
And it will stay applied to all, like, to the module. It's not attached to the rank or so that you upgrade currently. It's just on the module.
Got it.
So you will have that on the grade 5 later as well.
Okay, well, let's see what we've been able to do then. I should have checked what my FSD was at before as far as jump range, but we can definitely take a look now and see where we're at.
By the way, I do hope you had a maximum size A-grade FSD, right?
I did.
Okay, excellent.
And look at that, my jump range now is 40.63 or 43.97.
And that's only the beginning. You can easily get above 60 light years in a DBX.
That is phenomenal. Wow.
What is it? What is it you're after next?
Chemical what was it that we were...
Storage units.
Chemical storage units. That's it. That's fantastic. So look at that. With just a level 1 FSD upgrade,
basically.
My jump range is now 40.63. So there you have it, folks. Engineering actually is useful for exploration, and I'm sure it's got its uses for everything else as well.
And if we're gonna continue this, I'm gonna look if the family of this chemical storage unit actually has some higher members that maybe don't require killing ships. Though I highly doubt that actually, because the chemical processors and so also I think require you to kill.
Well,
you know what we can do.
We'll see though.
Okay, well, let's do this. Let's do this next week.
Go to Dav's Hope.
Next week,
I have a map.
We're gonna get next week. We will get all the bros who want to go ahead and kill a bunch of ships for us, so that we can go ahead and collect the stuff. We'll put together a little group, and we'll go out to get ourselves a whole bunch of chemical storage units for all who need them. How's that sound?
So next week, Elite guys, you heard it here first.
Next week, Elite Dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. That's right, straight from the horse's mouth.
That's
my horse sound right there. And
even though, Josh, get prepared for harder requirements again, because next week there will be no bonus weekend anymore. So you
No
will
more
have to
bonus
pay
weekend.
the iron price.
Oh, we'll pay the iron price. But for now, we're going to pay the iron price with our finishing up the show. So, ladies and gentlemen...
Want some music? Have some music.
Yeah, have some music. Thanks a lot for
There
joining
you
in this
go.
week. I'm going to give you all the salute. There it is. And we hope to see you. I can't even hear Turgeon's music. It's so damn quiet.
Can you not?
Nope.
1 second.
There it is.
How about now?
All
There it
right.
is.
Now we got some music.
Righto, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, hope to see you
All right,
next Saturday for another
Windows
broadcast.
Creators Update.
We'll be killing some stuff, so bring your combat ships, same time, same place, Saturday, 3 p.m. For now, this is all of us here at the Brocast saying thanks for watching. We hope to see you next week, and this is Commander Josh Hawkins signing off.
Cheerio!